Estima, my brother. So today he's gonna be training with us. Okay. Today we're gonna be working about some situations of the top on the side control, some fundamentals, some techniques, how to keep the guy under control. As always I say, always keep the control first, then we work on the submission. If you keep always thinking about submitting and forget about the positioning, you're never going to be able to conquer the objective. Okay, so let's just focus on the position first, and then the submissions will appear. Okay. First thing you need to get to know the points that you can actually control and transitions. All right. Look. First, this is the most common position to control. Okay, one arm under the neck, the other go up over the top. Okay. Now we can do about 4 different variations. Okay, we can have like one arm under and over, both arms over, one arm over and under, and then both under. So those are pretty much the positions of the arm. Okay, but everyone has a explanation for it, and there is a different setup of submissions and attacks. Okay, what I want to make very clear is that nothing is forever. Nothing that you hold, doesn't matter how strong you are, okay, doesn't matter how strong you're here, you know, sooner or later, if you insist in the same technique all the time, he will end up escaping. Okay, so the trick is on the transitions and when to change positions to be able to keep the control. Once I'm on the top, I want to be on top of the whole time, because that's what I'm going to keep him under pressure. But let's imagine what a lot of people made a lot of mistake. Okay, it's like, for example, I control the neck, and then he starts pushing me away. The guy insists. And then you don't wanna lose, and when they look the armbar now here, look, boom, pop. Everything happens because I insist for too long on a position that was I knew that I was going to lose sooner or later. Okay, imagine that this is the lever that he's having the first. Okay, he's trying to push my neck away as much as possible. Okay, to be able to generate space between me and him. Imagine a space, okay, between my fingers, all right, and I have me between. If this space is so tight, okay, and I try to bridge, I won't move. But when I start to generate space between me and him, and then get this angle, look, it is time to move. That's what he's trying to do. Okay, he is not. I'm stronger than him. As long as he has the arm under and locked, okay, like the leverage. Here I'm completely on top of his bigger leverage. So here I'm stronger than him. If I try to lift this here, he cannot lift me out, okay. But if he manages to make this space between me and him, that means that he is already winning the fight, and that this is time to switch. Because if I try to bring it back, it won't be possible, because if I was already there and he making me go in here, that means that I already lost that first battle. So it's not point for me to keep insisting in the same technique. Okay, that's when comes the transitional part. All right. For example, I'm here. Things that I need to focus. Elbows. Elbows is always my reference point. Always, I'm thinking about controlling the elbow. So when I control my arm above, it goes always underneath of the elbow, because that stops him turning away from me. Okay, like for example, like if you try to move away, like I control the elbow. If my arm is here, this is not control. You know, he can move away, like I don't have nothing to hang it, and I lose the position. Okay, for example, like as well, he can turn away that way, like and then he can go out. Okay, but if I have the elbow and he tries to do that the same, like he cannot move. So those key points are very important to control. Okay, so elbow is the first thing. Okay, neck, to keep pushing his neck away from me, because it stops him turning into me. Because what he wants to do, few things. He wants to bridge and put his right knee in, to be able to generate space, and here he regain the guard. Okay, so if I keep pushing his neck away, it's harder for him to turn into me. Look, so I have this point plus controlling the elbow that he cannot go away from me. So I do like an X, okay? I lock him that way, but I pull back him, so he kind of twists. When he twists, he gets less options. He cannot turn to the right and not to the left. Okay, so that's the idea point that I have. But as I explained in the beginning, once I'm on the top and I have the control, okay, I have here, boom, and then he starts pushing me away. Look, and I keep, hold on, look, now it's time I start losing the control because look, he has space. I need to shift straight away before it's too late. Okay, so when I feel I have to look 1 and 2, all right, and I use my hips to push the weight on his right hand. Okay, here, my hips goes down the right hand. My left arm goes where? Below the elbow, always, because the elbow is the reference point. Okay, my other hand, once I have above, I rather control the hips. The reason that I control the hips is because he cannot follow me if I start going to the north and south. Would be a good attack already for his arm, because already he have his arm control. I see a lot of people controlling here, or the belt. This is not control because the elbow is free. Okay, and then this is like, it's easy for him to roll away from me. He push my armpits here, and like start to move away from me. Okay, or for example, push my armpits with exactly. See, I don't have the control here now. Too late, you know. Everything because the elbow. But if I focus all the time on the elbow in anything that I do, you're gonna see a big difference on your game, a big improvement. Okay, so first of all, I have the control here. He pushed me away. Look, boom, 1, look, 2, 3. Notice, okay, this elbow. I'm gonna keep talking elbow about the whole lesson today. Elbow is mentioned. That is the rope that you have hanging. You have one rope holding, and then you wanna change for the next rope. You never do this. I'm here. I never do this. Look, throw and catch. I make sure that I have this, and I'm gonna go 1, grab the rope, and then go to the next rope. Grab it and go to the next rope. Nobody swing yourself, let it go everything to catch, otherwise you're gonna fall. Exactly the same thing. I don't do, when he brings me out, I don't do this. You know, because I keep the elbow under control for the whole time. Okay? Because I don't want to give it a chance for him to let it go and then escape. Because if the little tiny position, fraction of a second, it will make escapes. Okay? So I'm here, he pushed me away. Look, 1, I let it go this one, but my arm is here. Look, 2, see, I have it. 3. Okay? So for the whole time, just in case, I have the control, and this gives me a lot of stability, and he cannot go away from me. And that's what the point, I want to be on top. So I already broke what he's trying to do to escape. So, and I already take advantage of his escape. I switch for the next movement, and I'm already halfway through a very good attack. Okay, so that's how BJJ works. Okay, I'm taking advantage of his counter, of my position, to take this as a step for my next movement. And this is what I'm doing here now. I'm not going to be very focused on the submission now, but that's what I would be doing here. Control, 1, 2, 3, control. Okay, this would be 1, 2. Okay, but everything starts from position. Okay,